everybody, my name is Ashley Rush, and I'm an independent creative memories advisor located in North Carolina. Today I have a really fun tool hack for you. We're going to be using a brand new tool and one of our underutilized tools in a fun and unique way that you probably hadn't thought about. And it's going to give you twice as many uses, maybe even 3 times as many uses out of that brand new tool. I hope you guys enjoy. To complete this project, you will need your 13-inch cutting mat, an embossing tool, and one of our recipe templates, as well as a selection of cardstock. Now, Creative Memories has a variety of recipe templates. The one you see here on my table is the Starflake recipe template. We also have journaling templates, and those come in a full 12 by 12 size, as well as we have some very small pocket-sized journaling templates that we release for various special events. I believe this was for National Scrapbook Day 2021. Now I can hear you guys all saying, but Ashley, we don't have an embossing tool. Yes, we do. Let me show you. Do you guys remember last week where I introduced to you the brand new envelope and bow creator? It has everything it needs to make envelopes and bows, including this hidden tool to do your scoring lines. This is an embossing tool, and it's going to be perfect for this project. To easily demonstrate this, I'm actually going to use that journaling template I showed you. So let me move the Starflake recipe template aside, put down my little journaling template, and then I'm going to pull out a piece of cardstock. Now, can you do this with designer paper? Yes, but designer paper has a couple of drawbacks. It is so much thinner than cardstock, so it's not as forgiving for this technique. It's easy to punch through the paper, and sometimes the design on the designer paper can be distracting and doesn't allow for you to make the most out of this technique. So let me show you how to do it. First, we're going to create a sandwich. We've got our cutting mat down on our table. Then you're going to put down your template, and then you're going to put down your paper. So you're building 3 different layers. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to do this little 4-leaf clover here. Or you know what, maybe I'll even start small and do this tiny little flower. I want that flower to be in the corner of my paper, so I'm going to arrange it. I'm going to put my paper over top of that spot. Now, once you get started, you cannot move your paper or the template. So it's best to, lightly lift up, peek around, get a good idea of what your shape looks like and where it's located. And then you can get started. So you're going to take that embossing tool, and you're essentially going to trace your design with your embossing tool. And as you can see, or maybe you can't quite see yet, it looks a little messy when I first do it. Okay. I've gone over the design several times. I think I've gotten it all worked out. All right, so I'll show you guys up close what it looks like. It looks a little messy, right? You can see where sometimes I've skipped over the design and scratched the surface a little bit. This is where cardstock is so nice and so forgiving, because when I flip that over, I just get a beautifully embossed flower there, and you can't see all of the mistakes and scratches I made on the reverse side. Let's try it again with the slightly larger design. Just coming down, giving myself some space. If you've lost track, it's okay to carefully peek where the design is, but it's so important that you don't move your paper or your template. When you're finished, again, you see all of those scratches and imperfections on this side. But when you flip it over, you have a beautiful 4-leaf clover. Now, when you do this, you could just maybe do like a series of these down a side, creating a border, but you can also fussy cut around it and make your own embellishments. I did that with these brackets here. I did it on some blue paper, so you can see my embossed edge, and then I came and I gave it a little bit of a border and I fussy cut around it, and this will make a great journaling box or just like a focal piece for an embellishment. Let's pull that Starflake template back out. This is a large template and it's got so many different uses. I could go in with my embossing tool and a piece of paper and emboss every single little point on here. That would be kind of exhausting. And I don't know that it would have a great purpose, because now you'll have a 12 by 12 sheet of bumpy paper. But if I just take a piece of the design, so maybe you turn it on its side and you only do, 1/2 to create like a bit of a border that way. Or maybe I'll just take this center piece, the little star or sun, and I will emboss that. Then you, depending upon where you place it on the paper, you can create a border or an embellishment. So that's what I actually did off camera. I placed my template a little off center to create a corner embellishment, and then I did my embossing. It is this really beautiful snowflake or sunshine, depending upon which paper you emboss it onto. Now, instead of fussy cutting this one, I'm just going to trim it off. Now I could layer this piece over top of like a navy blue sheet. I could maybe add an embellishment there right in the center of my snowflake. I'm going to give you guys a close-up of that. Really accenting this brr title. This is from our Snowbound collection, by the way. And I might even be able to use maybe my my other little embossed piece. There we go. And I've created like the base of a layout that's got quite a bit of interest here in the corner. Did I just hear like all of your minds exploding? I know my mind exploded. I love this technique. It is so much fun, and it means you get to use all of those recipe templates, those journaling templates. What about, I know you've got stencils around, right? Like all sorts of stencils. So you can use ABC stencils and shape stencils and like a bazillion different types of stencils, and now you can make them textured and fun, and it just adds a whole new level to your scrapbook. No pun intended, since we're talking about texture. So I'm so excited about this technique. I'm so glad we have an embossing tool in our line. I think that it's going to add a whole bunch of fun techniques to our scrapbooking, and I can't wait to see what other people come up with for this envelope and bow creator, because I know no one wants a tool that's so pigeonholed, right? So I love that we are going to get more uses out of that tool and all of our other tools. I would love to see any creations you guys do with this. If you want to connect with me and show me those, make sure you find me on Facebook and Instagram. You guys can see those in the links. I post daily content there, and it is the best way to contact me. If you are looking to come to one of my events, I have in-person and virtual events, and you can find those on my Scrap with Ash website. And then, of course, if you see anything in this video that you love, I would love for you to check out my Creative Memories website for all of your shopping needs. It's also where you would join my team. And right now we have a great new promotion for joining. So if you'd like to learn more about that, and again, just like chat with me, find me on Facebook or Instagram and we can talk about it. All right, guys, I look forward to seeing you again in another week. Bye.